Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel for what is something new for the channel. I'm going to try and start doing periodic, hopefully weekly updates on what is being released for Warhammer 40,000 in the future, and we're going to kick it off with this week's announcement, and that is the Christmas Battle Forces. So, the Warhammer 40,000 Battle Forces. Praise the Emperor this Christmas with 8 incredible boxes. So, last year, I think we only had 5 battle boxes. This year, we're getting 8. And looking at this, we've got the usual design for 6 of them. And then these 2 unique designs for the Imperial Fist and the Raven Guard. And I think this might be something that we see in the future. They may go with an idea of army themed or chapter themed battle boxes, something like this, which would be cool. So let's take a look at these battle boxes. First we have the Adeptus Sanctorum Guard, and this one isn't too bad. So I've got a price list with me here. So in this set we will be getting Morven Val along with 6 Paragon Warsuits, so we've got 3 here and 3 here, 5 Celestian Sacrosancts, and a 10 Sister Battle Sister squad. And the prices for these, I'm adding up using the Games Workshop RRP for the individual models, and this set comes to £191. Now, obviously we haven't got the prices for what these sets will cost yet. I'm going on the assumption that last year's boxes I think were around 130 to 150, if I remember correctly, but we have had the price increase, I think it was this year, which will put the prices up a little bit more. I think the cheaper of these sets will be around the 140 to 150 mark, and I think the slightly pricier sets, the ones that hit the £200 or just over 190, we're going to be looking around the 160 mark for these sets. Hopefully I'm wrong and we're looking at 140, but just going by the prices, like I said, this set here is £191. Obviously you can check the prices for yourself on the Games Workshop's website. They've got clickable links here. This is on the community website, so they've got clickable links so you can just find out what the prices of each one are. But this army, or this box, adds up to £191. Value wise, I'd say it's not too bad. Me personally, I'm looking to do a new year army for next year. This year I did Death Guard. I'm still in the process of finishing those, but I will have a what I've painted video up toward the end of the year, showing the 2,500-ish point army, which is what I aim to do every year. So if I do Sisters, then this would be something I would add to. I have some Sisters from obviously the Warhammer Imperium. And yeah, if you're collecting that, then I think this would be a great addition. Add this, and then all you would need to do is add a few vehicles, and you'd have a great army there. So there's an option. Next on, we have the Adeptus Custodes, Watchers of the Gate. Personally, I've never been a huge fan of Custodes. All that gold and sort of bronzy looking armour just doesn't do it for me. It's too bland. My personal thoughts. Anyway, the price of this set comes to £202.50, and you can see there why I think we'll be looking at the 160 RRP, as that would be a £42.50 saving. Obviously you'll get places that do 15 to 20% cheaper, so you'll get it even cheaper than the 160. But yeah, and obviously that is just my estimate. We'll probably be looking at about 150 a set, but I'm saying 160 for these pricier sets. So with this set, we get a Captain General Trajan Valoris. Forgive me for the pronunciation on that. So yeah, we get a HQ unit guy here. We then get 3 Virtus Praetors on Dawn Eagle jet bikes, which can also be which can also build a shield captain. We get 3 Indomitable Allurus Custodians. That'd be these 3 guys here, I presume. Which can also build a shield captain and Vexillus Praetor. And then the remaining bulk of the force is made up of 15 Custodian Guards, which obviously come as 3 boxes of 5, or, you know, if you were to buy them singly, there would be boxes of 5. And they also have the option to build shield captains and Vexillus Praetors. I have no idea on whether or not this is good for an army, for Custodes. So Custodes players, if you are watching this, you can let me know down in the comments what you think of this set, and any of you guys let me know what you think of any of these sets, which one you guys are looking forward to. But yeah, that's the Custodes. So £202.50 for what I guess will be about £150 to £160. Next we have the Adeptus Mechanicus Elimination Maniple. So with this army you are looking at £184.50 RRP for the individual sets, and with this we get a Belisarius Call, a pair of Castellan robots with their cybernetic datasmith handler, 6 Ketaphron destroyers, so that's obviously 2 sets of 3, which can be built as breaches. I don't believe they've... Oh, that's what they've done here. So yes, you've got breaches here and the destroyers up the top here. And then we get 10 Skitari Rangers or Vanguard. They can be built as either. Again, this is an army that I could consider for next year. I've got the Combat Patrol from Imperium, so I've got the 10 Skitari Rangers and I've got 3 of these guys. So adding another 6 of these guys, the 2 robots, Call, and another set of Rangers, I could build these up as Vanguard, and then obviously have these guys as well. That wouldn't be too bad an army, and just like the sisters, just add a couple of vehicles, maybe a transport and the Dune Crawler. If you already have the Combat Patrol, then you'll have the Dune Crawler already. So yeah, £184.50 for the RRP of these models. This is one that I think will be looking 140 to 150 for a set, because obviously 160 you'd only be saving £24.50, and I don't think that would work out too well. So yeah, this set I think will be looking on the lower end. Then we have the Imperial Knights Chainbreaker Lance. Now this one I am heavily considering, not because I want an Imperial Knights army, I just really want Imperial Knights for display purposes. I think they are lovely looking models. They are big, so they are something that I wouldn't normally paint in terms of scale. So far Mortarion is the largest model that I have painted, and I would love to paint up a knight. This set comes to £205. Obviously not a lot model wise. I don't know anything about Imperial Knights, so I'm not sure if this is a good start for an army or an addition to an army, or is an army in itself. I know that they are quite points heavy, and you don't need too much for them. Knights armies tend to be 7 to 10 models, I think, but yeah. But anyway, with this set we get Knight Sir Hector, is that right? So the Chainbreaker Lance is led by the Knight Preceptor Canis Rex, which can also be built as any other Questoris class knight, and comes with a itty bitty pilot down here. Mentoring Swift Scout Knights known as Amigers. The battle force includes 2 ranged Helvarians, I think that is these ones here with the big guns, and 2 close range War Glaives. And as far as I know, I think these are actually the same set. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you could essentially build 4 of these guys if you wanted to, or 4 of these guys, or any combination. But I think a squad is a set of 2 per thing. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, that is one that I'm considering just for the fact that it's got a big knight. And that would go well with my my Dark Angels. Next up, we have the Death Guard, Council of the Death Lord. So with this, we are looking at £196, and so I think this may again be one of those that's nearer the £150 mark, 140, just because of making sure the savings is right. Otherwise, £36 saving, £46 would be a bit better. But with this, we have the Demon Primarch himself, Mortarion. We get 14 Plague Marines. Obviously, they come as boxes of 7, so that's 2 boxes there. And a set of Blight Lord Terminators, so 5 Blight Lord Terminators. Where have we got that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and... they missed one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, there's 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, 5 Blight Lord Terminators. Me personally, I won't be getting this. I know Death Guard is my army of the year, but I have already 21 Plague Marines and Mortarion. The only thing that would be worth value for me would be the Terminators, which obviously are £36 a set. So that's the only thing I would need from this box set. But as somebody who collects and plays Death Guard, if you are looking to get into Death Guard and start an army, this is a brilliant start. You could leave out Mortarion for smaller points games. You could replace him with some Poxwalkers, or a Plague Burst Crawler, something like that. Or add this to the combat patrol, and you have a perfect army, or a near perfect army. The combat patrol in this, you would just need some tanks and stuff, but otherwise, yeah, not a bad start for an army at £196. Next, we have another Demon Primarch, and this one is Magnus the Red. So this is the Thousand Sons Court of the Crimson King, and this one is 196 RRP, so we'll probably be looking at again around the 150 mark, I think. And in this set we get Magnus the Red himself, 3 Exalted Sorcerers, and 20 Rubric Marines. Now, is there something that I have missed here? I think no, that's one of the sorcerers, so we've got the 3 sorcerers there. So yeah, £201 RRP for this. Again, this may be next year's army. Keep it with the Chaos theme and the Demon Primarch, as I will be getting Rabute Gilliman with the Imperium set, so it only makes sense to keep going with Primarchs. But no, not a bad set. Again, all these sets, just add some vehicles to them and you have a half decent army. Thousand Sons, I've always... I'm not one for Psychers and magic users, or Psychers in the case of 40k, so I'm not overly keen on them. They look cool, the models look great, especially the Rubric Marines, and Magnus I've always wanted to own and paint him, so again, another possibility for me, if I can afford one. Okay, next up we have, finally, we have the 2 Space Marine specific strike forces. Oh, Strike Force and Battle Force. So first up we have the Imperial Fists Bastion Strike Force, and in this we get Tor Garadon, which is the Battle Company Captain. We get 3 Primaris Aggressors and 15 Heavy Intercessors. Now that's a lot. If I were to buy this, I would not be doing them as Imperial Fists. I need heavy intercessors, and well, I need every unit here for my Dark Angels chapter build. So this box would be perfect for that, and then obviously I'd have Tor Garadon. This box set retails at £176.50, so this will definitely be nearer to the £140 price mark. Obviously I may have got my calculations wrong, but I'm pretty sure those are right. So yeah, 3 boxes of the heavy intercessors. Oh, and we get the Imperial Fists upgrade and transfers. So that is the sprue that comes with 10 shoulder pads for the intercessors, and a bunch for the aggressors, and some extra bits, gloves and gauntlets and swords and whatever else. So yeah, you could make a full Imperial Fists strike force with that. I would say value for money, it's okay. That's a lot of points to be spending on heavy intercessors for an army. Personally, I would only run 1 or 2 squads of heavy intercessors, but it is a strike force, so yeah, it's not too bad. And finally, we have the Raven Guard Ravenstrike Battle Force. So this is £195 worth of models, and in this we get Kavan Shrike, a Librarian in Phobos armour, this guy down here. We get 10 Primaris Reavers, 2 Invicta Warsuits, and 3 Eliminators. And also a Raven Guard transfer sheet. They don't do a Raven Guard upgrade sprue, but we will be getting a transfer sheet in this. So £195, again, I think this will be around the 140 to 150 mark, the same as the Bastion force and the a couple of the other forces from previous. Again, this is something that I could add to my Dark Angels. I don't have Invictus Warsuits, I don't have the Reavers, and I will be getting a couple of the snipers, and I've got the Librarian from Imperium. So again, personally, one I could do, but not one I would go for out of all of these sets, especially for next year. So yeah, that is the battle forces for this Christmas. My guess is they will be released or up for pre-order in a couple of weeks. Typically they'll announce these, and then this coming weekend, I believe it is, we have the Imperial Guard Army box go up for pre-order. They'll then be released next weekend, and then the following weekend is when I think these guys or these sets will go up for pre-order. So if I'm right, that would be around about the 26th. So the last Saturday of the month or the first Saturday of next month. I will have, obviously, the prices when they reveal them. I will do a quick update video for that and let you guys know of the prices. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of me doing videos like this, how often you would like to see them, if you want them for big announcements like this, or if you would like to see one for every week's upcoming pre-orders. Let me know what army or what box set you guys will be buying, and yeah, until next time guys, as always, take it easy and keep painting those minis.